part 2 of our brioche. So it rose up overnight. It's cold, which we want to work with it cold. It's super important because it has so much butter in it. And I've taken my dough, I divided it in half, 2 loaves, and we're going to add them to our strap pan. 2 separate loaves, and with those 2 separate loaves, because I divided it equally, I scaled it. I figured out what my weight was, I divided it by 2, and then I rescaled each piece of dough. Those 2 sections of dough, I then divided up into 6 equal pieces. So 2 loaves of bread, and then we're going to go in and we're going to create 6 equal pieces. I'm going to show you what we're going to do. Get this guy out of the way here. I have some bread flour. Oh, no, I need it. Sorry. Oops. I need it because I'm going to show you what to do. I'm going to lightly spray 2 loaves. Lightly spray, certainly the bottom and the sides. Lightly spray it. And then I'm going to start forming these in small little rounds. And I don't want them to stick to me, but I don't want to incorporate a lot of flour to them. So I'm going to come in and just start shaping and forming them. We're going to make 6 round balls that then become a loaf of bread. We're going to put them all together. And here, I like my bench without any flour on it because it's going to round it. I'm going to show you. I want to come in here and I use the round of my hand. And each time I'm doing it, I'm coming in and I'm tucking my bum, which I always say, and making it nice. You can see, nice and round. And then I'm going to put one of those balls right inside my loaf. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to round it. And what I do is I come in and I just tuck it, and I get a real pretty skin on the exterior. Same idea. I'm going to come in and round it. I'm going to use my hand. Rounding. And as I do it, I'm also setting it. And I'm going to put 2 of them right next to each other. You can see right there. And I'm going to do 6 of those for 1 loaf of bread. It rises up beautiful. And you kind of get the round to the top of it, the shape of it. It's the same idea. And if it sticks a little bit, get a little bit of your flour. I'm going to put a little more flour here. It's starting to stick to my hand a little bit. And it's, the longer you go, the more time you take, the more the butter warms in the brioche. So you got to be a little quicker. But I have a real pretty round. I don't have any seam showing, and it's nice and perfect on the bum there. And same idea. I'm going to come in and round and warm it a little bit with my hand. Not much. Same idea. If I get a little sticky, I'm just going to take from the flour that I have, not on the necessary, because it's not going to round for you on a bench that's covered in flour. It's just going to slip and slide. So same idea. I'm going to tuck him in there, and I'm going to give him a little room. And there's 4 of them. 2 more. Dos más. Here we go. Same idea. I'm going to round it with my hand. I want the seam all the way on the bottom. I don't want us to have a seam down the side. I would be pretty picky about it, and if I were in the lab, I would come up and let you know that you needed to round it again. So I got a nice pretty round there. 1 left. 6 create 1 loaf of bread. And man, is it a good loaf of bread. I gotta say. Same idea. Here we go. And around. I get a little flour. There we go. There I am. So here is one of my loaves of brioche. I have 6 equal pieces left to go, and I have the second one right here. We are going to proof them low and slow with a lot of moisture. Let them really rise up. The bread dough is cold, so it's going to take a very long time for it to proof, because to get all the way into the center of the dough that we just rounded takes a little bit of time. So I'm going to do one more, load it in my proof box, and when they're ready to come out, I'm going to show you how we're going to egg wash them. All right, our brioche is ready to go. You can see it's more than doubled in size. We have to very gently come in and egg wash it. We don't want to degas any of it, so very lightly we're going to come in and get all these little cracks and crevices. We don't want a whole lot of egg wash. Like I said, we don't want scrambled eggs, so we're going to take our time and super lightly come in and work our egg wash over this beautiful dough that has risen up a little bit more than doubled in size. It's going to be loaded in the rotating oven, and I'm going to bake it at 350, a little bit lower and a little bit more gentle on it. It's got a lot of butter on it, and I'm going to come back and show you what it should look like once it's done, brown and beautiful. Our brioche is done. It's been in 40-45 minutes. I'm going to let you decide when yours bakes. Here it comes. It looks perfect. I'll let you see what I'm looking for. I'll pull this out here and very carefully bring it over to show you. But you can see kind of where my cracks and crevices were, where the rounds rose up, browned as well. And that's how I really can tell when my brioche is completely done. It's certainly browned in between each one of these. It's risen up. It's a beautiful loaf of bread, and it would be the best French toast for your breakfast in the morning.